Angeles Rams. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Rams 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round one of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going up top for Kupp, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Love. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Love from the gun. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Love now. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. This from 32 yards away. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Ooh, with a juke. And another juke. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
122 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Barkley on the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
1st down, New York.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as he was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That's returnable now for Smith.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy on the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd and 10, Love. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
137 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The wide receiver of the ball carrier. Brought down to the 35-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Smith to return it.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's complete to John Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Ready, set. Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Donald Parham
from 8 yards out.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Play action this time with Love. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Looking here for Smith downfield. This is intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top for Kupp. They've got his man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on one. It's another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Running right through it. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, so that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Randy, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown!
Tutu Atwell
From 19 yards away.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And now here's another interception. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 38, Love. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 4. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Back to throw. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. Touchdown, Rams. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Now Love.
Second down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That's good for Williams. First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down to about the 22 here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to get the lead up to 4. Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said begin